Morning, boys and girls. I'm in Grand Rapids. You're supposed to wear these, but I don't see anybody's wearing them. I just put them on my hat like this if they say something. And you know, Michigan is pretty bad now with all this COVID. Nobody's wearing any masks. Like the guy next to me is loading, no mask. The shipper, the guy who's supposed to, he's looking for my excavator. I give him my paperwork, but I'm sitting next to all this yellow iron, and you see all these. See, that's a compact radius CR. You see the counterweight is much like a pushed in, and you see that one is traditional with counterweight sticking out. Like nowadays, more and more people, they switch to they prefer to get these hold on, the shipper's coming. CR. Yeah, the guy showed up, the shipper. I said, did you find my machine? He says, yeah. He says, it's in the very back over there in the dirt. I was hoping it would be here on the pavement. Unfortunately, he says it's in the very back, and he says it might get dirty by the time I get here. That's an understatement of the year if I ever heard one. Like, you drive an excavator on the dirt, it goes 100 feet, 30 meters, it's useless. And over here, you see that? That's that door, that's the wash. So at least now I know the trick. Like two times, right? I got pulled into cleaning it myself because they don't tell you that they cannot wash it on the trailer, right? The guy brings the machine, and then I load it, and then I say, so how are you guys gonna wash it? Oh, you cannot go into the wash with this, you have to unload. And like, who wants to unload, right, after everything you already hooked up to your trailer? And so this was the case with the dozer, and this was the case with the Volvo, my last load. That one, actually, the wash was outside. The guy said, yeah, I can wash you outside, but it was much, you know, more narrow space, and I just couldn't back in a zigzag way with trucks all over the place, right? So basically the same story. I would have to unload, drive the machine back over there, and then back my empty truck, which of course is much easier. So if they told me from the beginning that, you know, it's dirty, or if I have seen it that it was dirty, that's what I would have done. I would just let them wash it right there, and then I would just backed empty in there. That place is crazy. I don't like that place. So anyway, so the guy shows up with some cables, and I said, did you find my machine? He says, yeah, it's dead. I need to boost it. And so he disappeared in the mist of beautiful Michigan weather. Look at this sky, the sun, nice. But he says the machine is sold. He says if it gets a little bit dirty, maybe you can just sweep it. I'm not touching this time. I'm not touching the machine. Okay, if it's dirty, it stays in US. And he says, yeah, it can get a little bit dirty after he drives it. What I'm guessing is about 200 meters, 600 feet in the dirt. Yeah, it will get a little bit dirty. But my customer is aware of the issue, and I told him, I said, basically, be ready to make arrangements, because what this guy said, he says, yeah, the machine was sold as is, so he says your customer has to pay for the wash. Okay, because yeah, it was sold through the auction, right? And now I'm sitting at the cat dealer, right? And so the machine is already sold, So the cat dealer, I understand their position, like, hey, we sold the machine, right? So whoever bought it, they were told it was sold as is. So if you want us to provide, additional services, we gotta charge you. So yeah, so that's the machine. These are the tracks, the current condition. You see how much dirt is inside the tracks? And the guy says, well, we ship them to Canada all the time. Quite often they go dirty. That's the argument the shipper will give you. Never agree. I said, yeah, that can fly once in a while. Like, honestly, sometimes you can ship a dirty machine and the officer is preoccupied, with his family problems, at home, and he's like, stamps his paperwork, go. But that does not mean that that's how you should do it, right? So this has to go in there. And I just talked to my customer, and he says, yeah, he called the shop. They have his credit card on file, and he says, just sit tight, somebody will come around and somebody will show up and wash it. He says it should be like a mechanic or something. This guy was loading next to me. He has a Etna trailer. So he just picked up this cat scraper. He has looks like a 55-ton 3-axle, and the truck is just a 3-axle truck, so no pusher axle. And some kind of a office guy is walking around my excavator. Oh, looks like he has to drive it in himself or something. I don't think so. Usually when you see a person with a super clean vest, not like this, that means that he's some kind of a, management big shot. So big shots don't drive excavators. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, the shipper guy, the yacht guy, comes out and he says, you want to take a look? He says, the machine is done. And I'm like, what? Well, I didn't tell him what. I said, I don't think that's possible to clean that in 15 minutes. And he says, well, if you want to take a look. I said, well, my customer paid for the wash, right? So it cannot be. And I go inside and the guy says, and of course the tracks, he just cleaned it up a little bit, but you see, well, that's what they want, right? They want this. Well, a little bit of dirt is okay, but not like chunks of dirt. See, this would pass. No, actually no, I take it back. That's would not pass. Okay. And so I go in and that machine has a bunch of yeah, see, this is a Cat 336. I like these dozers, man. D6N. And you see that? Oh, and so yeah, the guy agreed. He said they only told me to wash it for a couple of hours. I said, perfect. I said, I explained to him what needs to be done. I said they don't want to see any dirt in here. But you see this? That's called roll protection cage. And on some dozers that considerably increases the height. And once I was offered a very nice dozer, but because of that cage I had to turn it down, because it was 157, I think it was 157 inches. Way too much. And I'm glad that my machine has a very small bucket, you know, not one of those 10 square yards buckets, but regular bucket. So I'm already all set up. I put my signs and flags on the truck. I put the sign in the back of the trailer, and I have 2 flip axles, right? So I have a tandem trailer, 60 ton, plus 2 flip axles. And between axle 3 and 4 I had my blue shim, medium size, but between axle 2 and 3 I only managed to put in a yellow, which is the smallest. And so this is still, you know, it's over 80,000 pounds, and I could see that my trailer was kind of like, you know, not properly shimmed. And while I waited, I was able to drop the trailer while still being hooked, so that I have air in the back. And you know, when you drop the front, that raises the rear, and then you get the air out from axle 3 and 4, and that opens a crack between the axles. And I was able to change the shim, so now I have the blue shim on in both positions. So it's my medium size. The biggest one is red, so I like that they're all color coded. Red is the biggest, blue is medium size, and yellow is the smallest. And just to remind you guys, in case someone new is watching, yeah, I see that's what I had. So I had this is my smallest one, right? And what I put in is this one. See? It's almost twice as big. No, I think this is 3/8 of an inch or something. Hold on, we got the. So the blue one is. Yeah, it's less than half, so 3/8. But the smallest one is, I think it's, yeah, 1/4. So the yellow is 1/4 of an inch, the blue one is 3/8, and I think the biggest one, red, so this is my biggest shim, and they all come in pairs, of course. This one is, yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is, yeah, 1/2 inch. So 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. And that's what I gotta do depending on the weight, because what this does, this creates an angle right between the axles. So because you don't want one axle to point towards the sky, because it doesn't have enough weight on it, right? Oh, and the alignment guy gave me a bunch of these, so now I'm just trying to find 2 missing washers for these large pins over here. Another guy showed up, and you don't see this often in these parts of the States. Single axle Jeep. So this guy has a XL90, so 45-ton trailer, and I see he has a short neck extension. And you see you need an extension for a single axle Jeep. And I think he has a 3-axle trailer. Looks very tall. Yeah, myself, I prefer, you know, pusher axles. The pusher axle is so much easier to deal with. It's always with you, and it's cheaper, and it weighs less. It adds less weight to the truck. These are my new flags that I got as a gift from Alan in Keswick, but I think these are still okay, so I'm gonna keep it for later. He also gave me this bag which I'm gonna try using. So basically the machine is clean. I load it and then I ask him to rinse it when it's on the trailer, and so I back the rear of the trailer to the bay, and the guy rinsed it. There was a bunch of dirt. See, there still is, but I'll just sweep it, because you know he cleans this side, all this stuff flies in there. He cleans the other side, all this stuff cleans in there. He cleaned this spot probably 10 times, and each side, and each time something flies down, it's very difficult, but he did a good job. So, and I used the boards this time. Yeah, the machine is a bit closer to the truck, but there's nothing I can do because I cannot load any different. All right, let's see what we got. So I already have my chains prepared. Well, so let's see. These are my shiny chains, new chains. So 2 on the front to the body, and then 2 in the back, and then hopefully I'll be able to just hook up the track. I'll still have to climb, and well, it looks pretty low. Definitely lower than that guy's machine, because he doesn't have a bucket pocket. So now I'm gonna tighten these chains. See, like on this end I could have done the binder direct to the track, you know, use a binder with a slip hook and hook it up here, but on the front, see, the board is in the way, because I would have to use that one, and so I'm just using my old method. Okay, so let's see if we can use my laser measuring technique. As long as there's no wind, this technique works perfectly, but it doesn't work very well when there's wind. Oh, I can see the ground. So this is touching the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, 6 is definitely above the hose behind me. So, and I asked my permit for 1310. So we're good. Yeah.
Are you going to the scale across the highway?
No, I got the permit, you know, I know my weight, so...
You're good? All right. Later.
So that's the guy from North Dakota, and he just loaded a Cat 336. And I don't know, like, his trailer is so tall because he doesn't have like I said, he doesn't have a boom bucket, and so the boom was sitting way up high. And he just said he came, he was moving a load from Alberta to here to US, and he got a huge fine in Manitoba somewhere there. Oh wow, they're changing the tracks. Yeah, at least getting out of here is not too bad. Like getting in is a bit confusing. And I thought they would send me, I just looked at my permit, I thought they would send me on 69, but I'm telling you, I was empty on that I-69. It's so bad. Like the truck jumps, you know, empty. The truck jumps like crazy. Yeah, so that's how I came in. See, I came in here. I've been here either once or twice before. So very big property.
500 meters, turn left onto 76th Street Southwest.
Yeah, basically I need this highway, 131. So I'm taking the left. Yeah, the next intersection. Oh, it's a stop sign. Shoot, that's gonna be fun. To change oh, Kenworth, check this out. Hello. I need this Highway 6. Got coffee. Stopped here at the Pilot Flying J at I-96 and 69, and I got the best thing I could find, you know, for my diet, high protein power diet, was this spicy chicken, but it has cheese and has too much bread. And so here's how I eat it. Oh shit. Yeah, this one is, the previous one, the cheese was not melted. You know, I could just lift this thing. Of course it's all breaded. Damn. Why they put cheese on everything, right? And this sandwich, because of that, guess how many calories it is? Like with everything, with cheese, with 2 buns, it's like 950 calories. So I decided not to wait till the evening, and I finished my second spicy chicken sandwich just now. Detroit and 696, so this is 94. And I'm just 46 kilometers away from my truck stop, so 27 miles. All right, I'm coming up on my exit. Just had a call from customer. He just asked me for an update, you know, where I am, when do I plan to cross. And I said I'm gonna cross tomorrow because I have to pick up a package for my car, right, that I bought online.
In 600 meters, take exit 266 for I-94 Business Gresham Road toward Marysville. Take exit 266. In 600 meters, use the right two lanes to turn right onto I-94 Business Loop East Gresham Road. Use the right two lanes to turn right onto I-94 Business Loop East Gresham Road, then turn right onto Isabel Avenue.
This is also a very bad intersection here. I go into this lane, right, because I have an off track and there's two lanes turning right, and so I have to watch for these people over here not to run over somebody's toes. But over here, it just, sometimes you can sit here for 10 minutes, you know. А я еду за
Take the
туманом,
next right onto Isabel Avenue, then continue straight.
за туманом и за запахом тайги. Oh shit, there's already somebody sitting. No, actually it's okay. I'm gonna park next to that
Take it
red.
straight, then turn left. Turn left, then your destination will be on the right.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna park next to that red truck because I'm pretty long. I know I can park here. Saw guys park here a couple of times, but we're gonna do it like this. Jin, bring the rear of the trailer this way. And then go like this. Alright, his door is open. I think that should be okay. Oh man. see, this is perfect. I'm not in the way over here. Yeah, usually that's where I sit. And you're not on the way over there. These guys can back, and there's lots of room. That's it. So I did what, 300 kilometers in the morning? No, wait a second. I was in Perry, Michigan, so I only did 130 in the morning. And then I did 300, so I did 430 kilometers. So basically, what is that? 240 plus 30, somewhere like 270 miles. That's it. But I spent a bunch of time again, and the shipper, of course, the machine was not washed, so I was sitting there waiting. That's it. Now we're just gonna switch it to airplane mode so that the battery does not get discharged, and just put it to sleep. And that's it. Man, this was like a long day, because I got up at what, 5:30, because I had to do, I quickly did the permit application online, and I printed out my paperwork. So what I gotta do now is I have everything printed, but my customer is already asking me for the invoice, so he can pay me, you know, while I'm moving tomorrow. He can put money into my account even before delivery. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll set up border crossing using my pause sticker over there. It should be already set up by the broker. Now I just need to submit my part, and then they're gonna match online, and that's when I should see those 5 green bars on the customs website saying that I can proceed to the border. But before that, of course, I have to stop on the US side, because this is a US export machine, right? I have to stop again, park on the US side, and go inside and get my bill of sale stamped. So yeah, this is good. But before I do that, so tomorrow I have to go to post office here and collect my inactive exhaust, or active exhaust killer what do you call it, like module? I don't know. It looks like a piece of plastic with some wires inside, you know. $187 for 2 pieces of plastic, but what do you do? All right, thanks for watching, boys and girls. Sorry again for a long video, but I know some of you actually prefer long videos, so if you don't like long videos, just stop after 5 minutes. You know, it's a free country, so do whatever you want, just don't complain, okay? You don't like it, stop it, go watch something else. See ya.